haven't a clue what I'm going to do, which one to buy. Can I install it myself or is it too complicated? I think when you ring into one of the companies who says they'll install it for you for 1,500 quid, that soon answers the question of whether you're going to install it yourself for most people. But it's really not that complex, and if you go on the etrike.net and you take a look at some of the videos I've done there, which really just show you what you've got to do, what you need to think about, what you need to order in, you'll find it's really not that complex at all. And even if you're ridiculously anal like me and want to get that system installed perfectly as if it was done by the manufacturer, you know, you can probably do it in a day if you've got all the materials that you need. It took me 2 days because I still had to order a couple of bits in from Amazon which I didn't have. Amazon's a real saviour here on the island because obviously with a population of only 139,000 we don't have a massive amount of the big shops that you would on the mainland. One of the unfortunate casualties of the recession was Maplins. Maplins here in the UK are the ones that sell all the little electrical connectors and wires and bits and pieces like that. All the stuff that you're going to need to install your electric system on your trike. That's where you would get it from, and they closed up a few weeks ago, which is not very handy. So for many people who do installations like myself and do a lot of DIY stuff, Amazon has become our saviour. And if you've got Prime membership which costs £8 a month, it's kind of handy because you get free shipping and it's next day on most stuff, and even out to the island it still manages to get the stuff here next day, which is brilliant. And the second part to eTrike, of course, is the Facebook group, and we've got a very active Facebook group. It's about 250 members at the moment. But the great thing with eTrike is there's 250 quite active members, all trike enthusiasts, all equipped with trikes with motors, or there's guys who are like myself and in a position where they're just researching information. And on eTrike you have all the information you need. You've got all the people you need right there in one place who can give you advice, and normally there's always someone on, so you've got someone to give you advice in real time. And then you've got the blog with all the videos, and between those that should get you sorted. So coming down to Totland, very typically English feel to this area. Again, we're going up a fairly steep hill here. We're in 7th. And really not a problem at all. We're doing 14 miles an hour. So averaging a good speed. We've got just under 2 miles left until we get to the Needles. I wonder if I sound like a pilot on these videos. I actually am an ex-pilot. It sometimes feels like you're talking to the passengers. Frenchman's Cove. No idea what that's about. The problem we've got at the moment is you can see they've cut all the hedgerows. So I'm whizzing about trying to avoid thorns at the moment, because what I really don't want is a flat tyre. Not today, Josephine. Not today. So we've done, I think we've done about 16, 17 miles at the moment. Battery's dropped now to 2/3. Of course I'm running dual batteries now, so if I need to I can just switch them over. But this has been quite a hilly route, plenty of elevation, been using plenty of assist. So that's why that battery has gone down probably a little bit quicker than it normally would. Been on max assist a fair amount. As it drops to about 2/3, you can actually feel that the assistance you get drops slightly too, and you need to work the gears just slightly more. You're not getting any more maximum assist. It feels more like you're getting the third assist, so 1 bar down if you like, but you're still getting plenty of assist. It's no struggle, just means you're getting a bit more of a workout, which is only a good thing. Okay, this is the main lead now down to the Needles. Most people who've been to the Needles before will recognise themselves here. We're heading down 30 miles an hour. Just wondering how the mic is picking up my voice now with this wind at 30 miles an hour, but we'll find out later, I guess. So here we are. This is the Needles. Thank you. So I just did an appalling job of changing down through the gears there. Wasn't quite ready as I came around the corner. Thanks very much, mate, I appreciate it. One thing you often find on a trike is that people are quite friendly. They do seem to find this trike quite amusing. So this is a very steep bit of the hill here. Still doing 7 miles an hour up it, and we've changed down to 5th. Still on the 52T. Now, if we go up this little part here, it's this little road here that's going to take us up to this rather nice National Trust viewpoint. There we go. Just change up a bit here, it's not so steep. 10.5 miles an hour up here. You'll probably start to feel that we're climbing a little bit. Actually, we're climbing quite a lot. See the cloud ahead. There's also a rain cloud that's hanging low today. Hopefully we'll still be able to see after we've made the effort to come all the way out here. I think we will. I think I might actually swap over the batteries when I get to the top here before I head back. We'll give the second battery its first exercise. And we say we don't really want to drain these batteries if we can help it. So bringing them down to about halfway is perfect, and then recharge them when you get back. You might start to get some views coming up over the side. We're just a bit low. The only thing is on a trike, of course, you are quite low. So you don't have quite the same vantage point as you do on a motorbike or on a car. Morning. Nice and quiet on this road, mostly just walkers. I don't think cars are supposed to come up here. I have sneaked up here on a car, and I do like to come up here on my motorbike sometimes. I sometimes get guys coming over to the Isle of Wight from a couple of clubs that I'm in, and I'll lead them on a day's ride around the Isle of Wight. Always take them up here. It's such a beautiful place. Morning. So I'm going to sneak up on some walkers here. Morning. Morning guys. Sorry, don't want to run you over. Cheers now. And this road in a second is going to go hard up to the left. Going to change down the gear because I'm guessing this part here is going to be steeper, which it is. Well, I'm not guessing, I've done it before but not on the trike. And now I'm going to just angle over there, and hopefully my knee doesn't completely get in the way. See if we can get some rain off the thing there. You can probably see why I like to come up here. Never ideal changing down the gears on a hill like this. I think I might just pull over a little bit for that bus before he squashes us against that fence. There we go. Now without the assist, if you had tried to start off again there after pulling in for that bus, well, you wouldn't. You'd have probably had to brake, put your brake on, get off the trike and push it up until you got into a bit of a flat bit. Whereas here, with the e-assist in place, we just toddle on. And here we are. This is the place I was planning to bring you to. I'm just going to pull around here. Morning.
Good work out for you?
Oh, decent, yeah.
Head west.
There we go.
1,000 feet.
Yeah. The unfortunate part is the cloud has all come in and we can't see a whole lot. So maybe it'll dissipate in a minute. We will find out. Yeah, I think in absolute typical fashion, the rain and cloud is all going to blow in just as we get to the pinnacle of our ascent. But hopefully, maybe, you'll be able to see a little bit of that. Gonna get off the trike here. Oh. And let's try to see what you can see here. Not really a whole lot, it looks like. Well, never mind, we've had a nice ride and hopefully it's given you some kind of an idea of what it's like to ride a trike with the e-assist on. I mean, I've just done pretty much 20 miles and I've got plenty of juice left in my leg. Unfortunately, I've got plenty of juice left in the batteries to get home as well. Okay, so this is Duncan from etrike.net.